I am not a wrestler. I am not an expert, but I am gorgeous, opinionated, and your glam guide through the madness. Welcome to the Glam Take. Okay, so Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, the tension is real. Roro returns. We have not seen this man since Clash in Paris, where he was brutalized by the Vision. He was stretchered on out. We have not seen him. He makes his return. The Usos and the Vision are having a tornado tag match. Things get crazy. Roman comes in with the save with the chair. And he pretty much has this face off with Jey. And Jimmy is just looking in the background, real scared, like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's happened to my brother. Wooty woo woo, we don't know what's going on. A lot of people are speculating that maybe we'll get heel Jey Uso. He's been wearing a lot of black lately. He's going against Jimmy. So a heel turn, I wouldn't be mad. But that is kind of the talk of town, is which way are we going with this bloodline? Is the bloodline coming back? On SmackDown, we got Solo. He's going down the line, giving the spotlight to each member. So are we finna get bloodline revamped? I don't know. I wouldn't be mad at it. Anything is more entertaining. The way the show has been going lately, literally anything would be more entertaining. Bring it. All right, so let's get into this NXT TNA Showdown invasion thing. We're already starting off on a bad note with this one. Initially, it was supposed to be NXT versus, TNA and this invasion angle. Basically, October 7th is an anniversary of an attack that happened on Israel. So the fans felt like calling this invasion and this being the anniversary date of a tragedy, people were very upset and irate about it. And to add to that, the font of like the wording, it looked like the symbols that the attackers had used. So WWE has been called tone deaf, offensive, just downright disrespectful. I don't know how they let that slip through the cracks, how all of these things happened. And the theme being invasion does not help. So the name has been changed to the Showdown. WWE loves to call themselves global. They're taking WrestleMania worldwide now, but you're going to really have to step up your game. That means paying attention to culture and context. On top of this invasion showdown thing that we got going on, a lot of fans are just plain critical about this WWE TNA connect, because it feels like the WWE stars are being put over. They're even walking away with titles. And for someone like me trying to get into more of the indie shows, knowing that WWE has sunk their claws into this really makes me not want to watch it. I don't know. It's really not giving. Okay, so let's get into this Jade Cargill botch. People are calling this the botch of the year, botch of the century, acting like they've never seen any botches before. Really, this like made the news. Basically, it was a three-way match with Cargill, Tiffany, and Nia Jax. Boom. As I said before, I am not an expert, so this is what my eyeballs see. So they're outside the ring. Jade went for a Samoan drop on Nia. Nia countered it. Jade's already hunched over and unbalanced, and Nia flings her straight through the steel steps. It looks like Jade didn't have time to look up or protect herself. So face first she goes. She's laid out, bleeding. From there, it gets messier. The referee is nowhere near the action. Nia tried to suplex Jade, and Jade countered with her own Samoan drop onto the steps. By then, the blood was pouring. To make things worse, the finish fell apart. Tiffany was late to break up the pinfall. It looks like the ref was trying to stick to the script and play it off. We never saw the real kick out. Yeah, the match was a mess. Okay, so my opinion on this, some of y'all are going a little too hard on referee Aja. As we saw from Unreal, they are back there micromanaging everything. They know exactly what's going on. They got different camera angles, zooming in, seeing what's going on, even if we're not seeing that camera angle. They know what's going on backstage. When Jade hit her head into the steel steps and she was bleeding out, I mean, there was a lot of blood. They should have stopped the match, period, point blank, right then and there. When Jade got into the camera and she was all, in the camera's face and just being real rowdy, they interpreted that as the strong Black woman. And then you have Nia Jax in the match, who's also built like a powerhouse. I feel like they don't take the injuries as serious as they should. As a Black woman, it was like, okay, well, she's in the camera, she's moving around, so she's fine. We're just gonna keep going with the match. Just keep going and let's see what happens. Instead of being like, okay, that's a lot of blood. For a headshot, that's a lot of blood coming out of the head. We need to stop this match. They just kind of leaned into that strong Black woman, like, oh, well, she's up, she's fine, she could take it, and just kept the match going. And I think by the time that pinfall came, everybody was probably their mind was probably every which way, didn't know what to do, what not to do. I'm sure the referee had a bunch of things in her eardrum. But yeah, there was a whole lot of things that went wrong in this match, and I fully believed it should have been stopped immediately. Thank goodness Jade Cargill is okay and not severely injured. So yeah, we need to stop putting it all on the ref. I'm sure she was doing exactly what she was told to do. I'm seeing people online saying that this referee should be fired. There have been numerous botches that have happened for years now, and nobody has ever requested the referee be fired. I feel like, again, it's a racial issue. She's a Black woman, and you guys are really just off the deep end. She does not need to be fired. That match, there's a lot of things that went wrong on everybody's part. So reel it in. Let's be for real. They should have just stopped the match. And we know it's not the referee who gets to decide if the match ends. It is the people in the back. FYI, powerhouse does not mean pain-proof. Book the aura, protect the human. So let's switch gears here. Let's talk about AEW. Andrade and him bouncing back between both companies. Okay, get that check. So allegedly, he had numerous wellness violations with the WWE. They fired him. They were so fed up, they didn't even enforce the 90-day compete clause. They just wanted him gone. So he was able to just go right to AEW the next week. We'll never know the truth of what really went down, but I definitely am speculating, because if he was having numerous wellness violations, how did he just show up to AEW that quick? A lot of that stuff, it stays in your system. So I'm thinking, did he purposely get himself fired? It's no secret that he was not booked well on SmackDown. Like, his booking has been horrible. He has so much talent, and he's not the only one. It's a lot of people that got the talent, and the booking is just not there. And the status of wrestling right now, if you have to compare the pros and cons, maybe he felt AEW is where he needed to be. I don't know. He wasn't really booked well in either company, so maybe he's like, screw it. Let me just go to AEW where I could get a little bit more, maybe, get this, get that, and enjoy my time. Who knows? But I'm rooting for Andrade. I'm hoping he has a good AEW run. I don't watch too much AEW. I see some highlights, but I hope he has a good run, because he do got talent. While we already talking about AEW, let's get into Chris Jericho. So, round of applause, 35 years in the business. Like, that's a long time. He's outdoing his peers. It's being reported his contract with AEW ends this December, but there hasn't been any clarification if he's re-signing with AEW or if he wants that old thing back with WWE. It has not been clarified which way he's going. One thing we do know is Chris Jericho can reinvent himself. He's done so much, the Y2J, the list. So if he does go back to WWE, I'm sure he can reinvent himself, and this last hurrah would be it. If he stays in AEW, he was a pivotal part of AEW's growth and success. So If he does want to stay with AEW, that's cool too. Personally, I don't care which way he goes. He doesn't have anything to prove. You want to stay here, stay. You want to go, go. It is what it is. Whatever floats your boat, do it. So yeah, that's the Glam Take. Tap in or tap out in them comments, like and subscribe.